Okay, everybody, welcome into the Wednesday edition of the live training. Hope everyone's having a good week. We're at the midpoint, almost to the end of the week, halfway there, 50% completed. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. A lot of videos being made, recorded, and sent out. If you are new to coming into this training, if you can please put a one in the chat. If you're new to Dubb, maybe you're on a free trial, maybe you just got on a paid plan, maybe you're just kind of new to what's happening. If you can put a two if you're returning, two in the chat if you've had Dubb for a while. You know your way around, but you're still coming in here to get the reps at the gym. Let's see. Hank, I saw you put a one in there. How are you, Hank? If you want to say hello, you can unmute if you'd like to. If you want to say hi, you can unmute. If not, you can say hi in the chat. Totally up to you. How are you, Hank?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
Hey, great first name. Breaking Bad is my favorite film, favorite TV series of all time. I was just watching it last night, so always good to hear the word Hank, hear the name Hank.
Not a lot of us, but thank you very much. And I have a call here in a few hours with Darius, and just thought I got the email reminder, so it works. Um,
Sweet.
yeah,
That's awesome. Hey, make sure you call him the Oracle when you meet him. That's his nickname. He knows everything about Dubb. He's like the floating intelligent orb of Dubb. So call him the Oracle when you meet him.
excellent.
What's your industry, Hank? What do you do?
I'm a network marketer.
Oh, nice, nice. What's kind of your what are you thinking use case wise for Dubb in terms of just the outreach prospecting, that kind of stuff?
Well, probably just initial outreach and just to stay in touch with the team.
Yep.
And we're launching a new product here very soon, so I've been just creating videos myself and uploading them to my YouTube channel and then, and then sending them out that way. But this one I can see is a lot more efficient and has a better tracking. And someone referred this to Dubb to me, and it took me a couple weeks to get going, but here I am.
It's great. Yeah. And what I'm going to do now with these trainings, we're here Monday through Friday, but when I'm going to walk through the sequencing in terms of, the different styles you can record, strategy stuff. And then all of these are on our YouTube support. So what people typically do is they come into the training, and if there's a part they want to see again, like maybe they're doing a lot of LinkedIn outreach, they'll go to that part, they'll rewatch it. So I just put the link in the chat. So if you want to go there later and check out a certain spot, especially after you meet with Darius and you go through some specific stuff for you, it's a good idea to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Rob. Got it.
Cool. Good to meet you, Hank. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat and we'll kind of reconvene at the backside.
Sure. Will do.
Great.
Thank you for your.
Yep, you're welcome. Good to meet you. And let's see, who else? Do we have any new folks in here? I know we have some returners. Welcome back, Martin. Welcome back, Richard. Let's see, Christopher Johnson. Chris, are you returning? Let's see, are you new? You can say hello if you'd like to. Your name looks familiar, but I could be wrong. Hey, Christopher.
Yeah. How are you? I joined on one of your Zooms just momentarily, and then I had to deal with something else. So I figured I'd just top on and take a look.
Sweet, that's awesome. What's your industry?
So I'm currently a flipper, but I'm leaving that and I'm starting a asset or surplus recovery business.
Okay, very
People that
cool.
were foreclosed on and they had some equity that they didn't get back.
Oh, neat. Yeah, that's very specific. How are you planning on getting the prospects? Just kind of lists that you can get or ads or social posts or what's kind of the outreach like?
Yeah, I'll probably be doing some ads. That would be, I mean, I'm excited about when they reach out to me. I want to be able to maybe send them a short video and then direct them
Yeah.
to our website. And we also have like an informational AI line that they can ask a bunch of questions to and, prep for the call.
No, that's cool. Yeah, we have one of those. We have Sophia on our dashboard. We have an AI that's kind of available 24/7 if you call about tech stuff and all that. I would say, one of the big things when people make ads is just that nice visual someone gets on an email and an SMS, say, hey, you just filled that form out. You just saw the ad, book a time. So it's getting them within that framework that's worked really well over the years. So yeah.
Now, I'm going to listen because I don't want to pelt you with questions and take up too much of your time.
No, yeah, just what you want to do is throughout the way, if you have questions, pop them in the chat. Typically, Ina from our team pops in and she kind of manages the chat. Sometimes they have meetings that they're in, but if we can't get to them, we'll definitely get back to you with the answers to those things. But just pop them in the chat along the way.
All right, and one other question: if I'm sending out the quick video to everybody, do I have to tailor it with their name, or can I have kind of a general one that I can like send out automatically?
If someone sees the ad or they took an action, like they filled out a form, a nice little like, hey, saw you filled out that form, just that quick opening like that, it feels like you're speaking directly to them. Technically, if
Right.
you wanted to, within like if you had a bunch of people that did stuff, you could do a bulk send and just have their name and text above. But I think it depends on how individualized you want to get. If you got like 3 or 4 people that come in a day, maybe you do 3 or 4 personal ones. So it really depends on the volume, I think, too.
Right. I just
Yeah.
wanted something that I could set up that they get it within, like 3 minutes, and I'm often busy with something else, so I kind of want it to
Yeah.
arrive much sooner.
I would say, if you're gonna do something like that, automations are really good. You know what I mean? That's
Okay.
part of our Pro Plus plan. We got Pro and Pro Plus, and Pro
Okay.
Plus is all about automated stuff. So when you're talking about the trigger would be they filled out that form, boom, they get a video right away. So it's pretty
Right.
popular to do that. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. Good to meet you, Christopher.
Thank you. You as well.
And let's see. Okay, so let's pop in. And by the way, this is a reminder for everybody. At the top of the hour, when we're done with the training here, about 11 a.m. PST, we're going to be talking about Dubb AI again. We've been doing this the last couple days. So, Dubb AI, just as a reminder for the folks that haven't heard about it yet, Dubb AI is a little AI assistant that the team has created that you can have within Slack. So, if you have Slack, the communication platform, all you need is a free trial of Slack and it works right within there. And it's pretty awesome because it does all the doing for you. AI typically can give you the research and craft some stuff, but does it actually do the doing part? And that's the big part about Dubb AI. So at 11 a.m., Ruben and Darius are probably going to pop in. Ruben and Darius are the founders of Dubb, and we'll pop in for a little bit, talk about that, go over its functionality, and we're going to do that at the top of the hour. So stay tuned. All right, so let me share my screen here, and let's jump into regular Dubb. All right, here we go. All right. So the big thing with Dubb is number one, what does the visual look like when someone receives a Dubb video? It's really important because, we live in such a world today where we're on our phones, and if something doesn't interest us in the first 2 seconds, we're so used to swiping. We're just in a swipe world now, in terms of that. So the social media effect has really affected sales too. It used to be the elevator pitch. Now it's like you just have time for a couple seconds before you hit the button of the elevator. So you really want to leverage the visuals and most importantly, the hook. Now, what you're looking at right here is a 3-second repeating animated GIF of the video you create. So whatever you're doing for the first 3 seconds when you hit that record button, that is going to be what's repeated. So if you're jumping up and down, whatever you're doing, that's what's going to show. You can change that inside of the Dubb platform. There's a little slider where you can move it to a different part of the video visually. If you like that better, you can do that. But when you're doing a bunch of these videos to really be efficient, it's good to just prepare yourself when you hit record that you know the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. That way you don't have to worry about it. In terms of the hook right here, what's your hook? I'll explain what the visuals are here in a second, but we always want to have a hook before we decide to record a video. Now, the way we do it and the way we recommend is if you are currently using an AI, most people are, whether it's ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, Claude, whether you are using within the Dubb dashboard auto, which sits right up here at the top in the middle of the dashboard here. This is our AI guide. Whatever AI you're using, you want to educate the AI on your industry and what you're doing. So you want to let the AI know your ICP, your ideal client profile. You want to let the AI know the reason you're reaching out to that person, to that group. What is the value you want to convey? What is the action that you want them to take after they've consumed this content? Is it booking a time in your calendar, checking out your site, downloading a guide, filling out a form, whatever it is you want them to do? So kind of give the AI a nice little picture of what you're trying to do. And then once you do that, the specific question you want to ask the AI is say, please give me a list of about 20 3 to 5 word hooks that I can use in my videos. So someone's going to want to click on them to consume the content. So the AI is going to give you that list of 20 3 to 5 word hooks. See if you like them, make the adjustments, give it back to the AI if you want to say, hey, add some more FOMO to it, make it more specific, make it funnier, whatever adjustment you want to make. And then when you finally have that list of 3 to 5 word hooks that you like, then it's about implementing them and choosing the correct style to record. So this one right here that you saw, this was recorded with the Dubb webcam, basic webcam recorder right inside of the Dubb platform. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and I've got a whiteboard feature where I can type a message, which is what you're seeing right here. So webcam, Dubb mobile app, holding up the hook. Now, this is probably the most straightforward way you can deliver a hook because it's right in front of the camera, just like this. Also, you want to make sure you have a little bit of movement to it because it is an animated GIF. So we don't want to stay still like this. We want to have just a little bit of movement to it, kind of brings it to life. And that's what that would look like right there. Now, you also from the webcam can do this. You can put a virtual background behind you. So if you're not going to hold up the hook and you feel confident enough that if you drop a virtual background behind you, that that's kind of the hook, it gives enough context for someone to want to click, then you can just do that if you want to and just do a little point, a little turn. You see someone's profile like you see here, article you want to share, screenshot of an action someone took, a website, property in real estate, anything like that, that you feel that's strong enough for them to want to click on it. Now, you also can do a combination of both of these things. So you can give context in the back and have a hook in the front. You also can do this with, again, any industry, but it works really well for real estate. I mean, you could have a property right there, have the property address, have a detail about the property, and they see the combination of both. So it's a choice of just the hook alone, just the visual behind alone, or a combination of both of those things. And again, that's accomplished from the webcam and holding up the whiteboard on the Dubb mobile app. Now you also can do screen recordings, which are really cool for visual walkthroughs. This one was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. So this is a browser-based screen recorder. So whatever was in your browser, you can be on top of like you're seeing right here. Now you're going to notice a little Dubb button right up here at the top, little inside the browser. That's the Dubb Chrome extension. So if you Google Dubb Chrome extension, it's a three-step process to pin it up here at the top. And then when you're logged in, anything within your browser you can be on top of like you see right here. Now we know this is a market update. We have our little annotation arrows pointing towards the bubble, but notice again, I'm holding up my hook. Big change. So we know it's a market update, but there's been a big change in the market. Now, if I didn't have the whiteboard, I could do one of these where I'm pointing at it. I could make a face like, oh man, you got to hear this. So there's all kinds of little creative things you can do, but why not have a little message in there that's additional to the fact that it's an update? Now, we also have another screen recorder called the Dubb desktop app. The desktop app is not trapped within the browser. The desktop app can go on top of anything. So that's a major difference between the Dubb Chrome extension and the desktop app. Also, the desktop app can crop in closer on what you want to show. So notice over here, I'm pushed in on the site that I'm showing. It also has some other functionality that's different as well. But the big takeaway is one's browser-based, one isn't. And that's the Dubb desktop app. Now, we also have the mobile app. The mobile app, you can do a quick little video like this, nice and simple. Type your hook on there that we talked about, type it right on the screen, move it around, different size, different colors, different emojis, fonts, whatever you want. Something simple like this has worked really well over the years as well. You also can do the virtual background. So with the mobile app, you can pop an image behind you there. You also can pop a video behind you as well. The video won't have sound, but it'll have visuals of stuff moving. So either a video or an image you can pop behind you on the mobile app, and you can have text on the screen like you see right there. We also have this really cool function called picture in picture on the mobile app. This is absolutely perfectly made for real estate walkthroughs. You're showing what's in front of you and you're on the screen as well. It uses both cameras on the phone. But if you're not in real estate, you can still use it for local prospecting. If you're going around physically to local businesses, get a nice video outside talking about something about the business and then send it into your contact. If you are sitting in front of your computer and you pull up someone's profile, article, website, all the things we talked about, just hit record with your put picture in picture and then just lean into your computer showing what you want to show on your screen. And that's a cool visual. If you're ever with a client in person and you want to do a quick little video testimonial convo, you can have them stand across from you or sit down, put this on a selfie stick or hold it. And then when you hit record, you're at the top left, like you see right here, and they would be right in the middle. And you can have a nice little video conversation that you can post on social or, upload it as a video newsletter update on something. If you are at a meeting or a big conference or an event, you could walk around and show the crowd and talk about what's happening, and you're up in the top left. Upload that to social and then send it to your group of contacts. So a lot of neat visual things you can do right here with picture in picture on the Dubb mobile app. Now, when you do choose your visual style and you send it to someone and they see this animated preview and they're like, oh, awesome. They see the hook, they're ready to click. It's all about their experience when they click on it. Because when they click on it, they're going to be brought to a customized landing page that we call a preset in Dubb terms. Now, a preset has a lot of elements on here that are really cool to capture people's attention. One is going to be your logo over to the right. left. And then down here in the middle is going to be the video you initially created and recorded. Over here to the right, you're going to see a playlist of videos. These videos are really great for more education, and they're going to play seamlessly right after that video is done. The cool thing about having this playlist is that you can record a video one time that's basically your pitch video, minute, minute and a half. Why should someone go with you? Your background, your services, your products. Record it once, have it in the playlist, and it will always play after because this first video should always be about that person in the group you're reaching out to. It's about that hook. You want to get right into the reason that you're, passing on this value or questions that you have. I would make the initial video no longer than a minute. 30 to 40 seconds is probably the sweet spot, and tell them to take a definitive action at the end of the video. If you do have video testimonials, this is a really nice spot to have them here in the playlist. Really kind of closes the loop on the experience. If you don't have video testimonials or you do have them and you want to get more, but you don't want to meet someone in Zoom or Google Meets or whatever, and you want a convenient way to get them, I'll show you a way to do that in a second. Now, below here, you have your buttons, your CTAs, your calls to action. What do you want someone to do after they've consumed this content? Booking a time in someone's calendar is probably the most powerful button in sales. You want to book a time right away. You want to talk to the person. That's been a big button over the years. But you can also have them click email you back. You can have them download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, maybe a guide. You can have them fill out a form. You can have a link to an external form. Have them check out your website. How about they check out a case study? Maybe they leave you a review. Maybe they fill out a form. Now, there is a way with a cool button we have here. Not everyone does this, but see the reply with video button down here. Sometimes people send a video back to you, just in general. You could say, hey, book a time in my calendar. If you want to send me a video back, let me know. And sometimes people do. But the reply with video button is really great for getting video testimonials. So if you want to get them, record a video asking for a video testimonial. And what you want to do is you just want to have that button right below the video. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. This is not a complicated process. You don't have to download anything. Just click the reply with video button below and let me know, what do you like about the platform so far? What have you enjoyed? Or whatever questions you would normally ask of your client. They send the video back to you. You have a notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply. And then all you have to do is just add it right here to the playlist. And this is the experience that you want someone to have that's really worked well for people over the years using Dubb. Now, the last part of it over here to the right is your AI assistant. This is Sia, your sales interactive assistant. And it's cool having Sia on the page because when people land here, they probably have questions still. And a lot of us want those questions because we're so impatient in today's society. We want questions answered right away. So over here to the right, you have FAQs that someone can click on. They can ask the AI a direct question. And when this AI gives the answer, it wants to keep the momentum of the possible sale going. So it's going to give the answer and then say, hey, are you ready to take that next step? Whatever that button is that you want them to do, you wanted them to do next, that's what it will push for. In my case, it's booking a time in my calendar. You can educate Sia inside of Dubb with an upload of a PDF file. And you also can add individual website pages where it will physically learn what's in text on those pages. So one or the other or both. And then the AI will become educated on what you needed to know. Now, these landing pages here, you want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. So if I was in, insurance, and I had different kinds of insurance clients, one's life and car, and all those different splits you have in insurance, I would want to have different preset landing pages that speak to those folks in those different segments. Same thing with real estate, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expires, residential, commercial, investment. If I was in coaching and consulting, different industries. If I was in mortgage, different kinds of mortgages, FHA, maybe, veteran loans, all that there. If I was in recruitment, employers, candidates, financial, there's all kinds of splits. So whatever they are in your audience, if the messaging is different, you want to have a different preset landing page to speak to those folks directly. The big thing we do is if you're on a free trial with Dubb right now, as soon as you get on a paid plan, whether it's Pro or Pro Plus, we do an optimization setup with the team. They meet you in Zoom and they help you set all this stuff up so you're ready to go and start using it. So it's pretty helpful to do that. Now, as far as recording these videos, how do we record the different styles? So I'm going to walk through how we do each one of these. So for the webcam one, how do we do this one right here? What you're going to do is you're going to go inside the Dubb platform in the dashboard, big red button right at the top. Click Create Video, and that's going to open up your webcam camera. Now, if you want to get the whiteboard on your phone, you need to get the Dubb mobile app, Dubbapp. And when you do have the Dubb mobile app, this is where you're going to find the whiteboard. So here is the mobile app. Here is the whiteboard right at the top, right there. And when you select that, now you can type. So all you're doing is typing your hook like this. Type it, turn it, just like that. Simple 1, 2. Now, if you want the virtual background behind here, all you have to do is go below, select virtual background, choose from some stock stuff. But I think the stock stuff, it's better to use stuff that you really want to get specific about because it has more meaning to it. So just upload into here all those different images we talked about per your industry. And then it creates a nice little library that you have in here. So when you select the background that you want, it's going to pop it behind you, just like this. Just make sure you have a good front light, whether it's ring light or natural or a combination of both. If you are talking with your hands, keep them within your shoulders. And then when you're going to use this as well, just pop it right in here and use both at the same time. So it depends on how you want to use it. Just that, just this, or a combination of both. Now, there's also a teleprompter option on all of our recording tech. So for this one, if you want to use a teleprompter, you just have to make sure you have a script saved inside of Dubb first. Now, when I click above my head here, right into this area at the top, it's going to pop open the teleprompter here. I can click create new script. That'll take me right inside the Dubb platform. I can copy and paste the script in there, or I can scroll through here to find a script that I already have saved, or I can search for it by title. Now, once I have the script, boom, teleprompter pops down. Physically, it's good to be about arm's distance away, I think, for an eye line. That way you're not too close to it like this. You want to let the words flow up into the top line that you're reading. You don't want to be chasing the words. Give it a read through. That way the words don't surprise you and you know certain inflections that you want to have. It's pretty amazing to use a teleprompter. Once you get used to it, it'll keep you efficient and the words that you specifically chose are right there in front of you. Now, to control the speed, here is the adjustment up or down. Here is the play button. See if you like that. Back the text off or zoom it in. Now, if you want to edit this script, all you have to do is click the little pencil icon to the right, make your changes, click save. So here's going to be an example. I'm going to bring my hook up right here. I'm going to click record right here in the middle. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. I can hit the pause button, take a break. Don't have to do all the thing at once. Click it again, resume. If I want to delete red X, are you sure you want to do this? That's what it'll ask you. And if you want to save this into the Dubb platform, all you have to do is click the check mark, and it's going to save it right into Dubb. If you want to close the teleprompter, close it right there. Again, this is one of the most straightforward ways to communicate. Hook here, visual in the background, combination of both. Just get ready to smile and show what you want to show. So I'm going to click the check mark here and it's going to save it into Dubb. Now, when you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take us to the video edit page inside of the Dubb platform. Now, when you land inside here, you're going to have some choices in terms of what you can do. So right up here at the top, I can click the little pencil icon up here and I can edit the title of the script if I title of the video internally. I can change that here, click the check mark when you're done. I can preview what this video looks like on a preset landing page just by clicking the button all the way to the right, the little square with the arrow. Click that there, opens up in a new tab, and here we go. I can see what this looks like. Great. I got my logo, I got my playlist videos, I got my buttons, I got my AI. Everything looks great. Now, if I want to change that to a different preset landing page background that I've already created, all I have to do is click this little drop down here. And notice right here it says Rob's preset with a check mark. The reason that is there is because that is my default preset landing page. Whenever I record a video, that page that you just saw will always be attached, unless I change it with one click to another preset landing page in my list here that I've already created. I also can download the MP4 version of any video I save into Dubb. If I want the MP4 file, I can just download it right here. I also have a QR code. Every Dubb video has one. So if you're doing any kind of physical mail marketing, it's great for that. If you're doing an open house in real estate, it's perfect. Put a little placard on the counter, and then when they scan it, hey, thanks for checking out this property. By the way, check out similar ones below. If you're in any other industry and you're at an event, a big meeting, a conference, if you have a booth somewhere, put a little placard up. If you're walking around meeting people, pre-record something that says, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. Click below to stay in touch. Down here, you also have some other help. So we have analytics right here, this analytics tab. We have an AI coach here called Kyra. So if you want immediate feedback on your video, just click generate. It will give you delivery analysis, feedback, visuals, and content. We also have activity right over here. So if you click this little button over here to the right, you can really drill down on the information that you want to get. Is anybody opening the emails? Are they viewing the page? Are they clicking on the buttons? And if they are watching the video, what is that watch percentage? Really tells you what they've consumed and how you can follow up. Every video that you save into Dubb, you can edit. So if you select the edit tab right here, I can come right down here at the bottom and I can play this video if I want to. Hi, this is Rob from. I can drag my timeline to wherever I want to cut. Let's say I want to cut something out. Let's say I want to cut right here. I can bring it to that point, hit the scissor icon right here. It's going to split the clip in two. You can see it's in two pieces at the bottom. And then I can play it or drag it to my second cut point. Let's say it's right there. Scissor icon again. And now I've got three pieces that you can see down the bottom. Whatever's highlighted in orange, that's what I can get rid of just by clicking the trash can, which says delete clip, and it's gone. If I want to bring it back, just click undo, 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 and I'm right back to where I started. So this video that we've created now, we have it on a landing page. Awesome. Now we just want to send it. So to do a simple send, you're going to come over to an email, open up a compose, and you're going to pop right in here. And first off, best practice, always have the word video in the subject line. First thing someone sees. Then you want to have your 3 to 5 word hook that we talked about. Remember at the beginning. Then you want a little bit of text right in here, and then you want to pop the video in. So to pop the video in, you can come right over here inside the platform. Anytime you select a video, there is a big blue share and send button right over here to the right. Just click that right here, drop the email in that your person you're sending to get that activity tracking. You can add a little personalization text at the top of the video, like a little banner. This is not a necessity, this part right here, me typing, but you can. Click copy for email, and then just come over here, and it is a copy and paste. And you drop it in just like that. Now, there is a shortcut. So if you have Gmail or you have Outlook 365 and you have the Dubb Chrome extension, the screen recorder, right up here pinned in the browser, this is what we're going to look at right after this, the screen recorder, but I mentioned it in the beginning. When you have that and you have Gmail and Outlook 365, this little Dubb button is going to show up. In Gmail, it's here. In Outlook 365, it's in add-ins. When you select that button, it opens up the Chrome extension. I could record a video right here, right now if I wanted to. But I also can scroll through my video library that you're seeing down to the bottom right. So I can find my video, pop it in here, and I'm able to send it. So you can either drop it in from inside the platform or you can drop it in with the shortcut. Now to record these screen videos that I just mentioned, like the ones here we showed in the beginning, anything within your browser, anything browser-based, Dubb Chrome extension. So just Google that and get it. It's a 3-step process to pin it up in the browser. And then anything within there you want to be on top of, you can use this for. I'm going to use LinkedIn as an example to show, but again, this could be any website you want to be on top of within your industry. So right here, I'm going to go here. Let's say I want to reach out to Ruben. I'm going to tap the little Dubb button here at the top for the Chrome extension, and it puts me on the page. Now, when you're doing this, you want to think about the size of your webcam first, and you can drag the edge just like this. How big and small do I want to go? Well, I don't want to go too big because I don't want to cover everything on the screen. So I probably want to go within this mid-range, probably here. Then I want to think about the shape. Do I want to be phone shape, rectangle, square, circle? I just want to kind of match the aesthetic of the page that I'm on. That's what I want to do for this. Ruben's in a circle. I'm going to match him in a circle. Then you want to think about placement. Where's a cool spot visually to put yourself when someone sees this GIF? I'm going to go right up next to his bubble right here. Inside the bubble, you can zoom yourself in, back it up. You can move yourself around physically inside here for better framing. If you want to turn your camera off, go right over here to the right. If you ever have a client where you just want to do a visual walkthrough of something and just talk about it, you can do that. You also can just use your headshot if you'd like to. And if you are live and you want to do a virtual background inside the bubble here, just select the button down in the bottom right, virtual background, pop it right in behind you. We have an annotation tool to the left to point things out. You can use a teleprompter right over here to the right. Select the teleprompter, come over here, and then once you have your script chosen in here, the cool thing about this is a little different than the other one that you just saw, the teleprompter on the webcam, because this one, you can physically move it around the page, and you can manipulate the sides like this if you want to. And in this case, I'm going to put it up towards the camera up here at the top. I can control my speed up or down like I'm doing right now, and I can back the text off or I can zoom it in. Now, if you are going to use the teleprompter with the Chrome extension, don't go full screen on the Dubb Chrome extension. Because if you do go full screen on your browser, it's going to hide that teleprompter tab. You won't be able to physically get to it. So if you are going to use it, just leave some space up here. So when I hit record over here to the right, I can physically tap it with my mouse to bring it forward, and I'm able to use it. Lastly, there are three orientations to record with Chrome. Over here to the right, if I click camera, it opens up like a webcam, nice and wide like this. If I click tab, it's going to be just the page that I'm on. It won't show any of my tab mess at the top, clean cut here. If I go screen, it's going to get my computer screen. And if I want to bounce around to different tabs, take someone on a little tab journey, the circle will bounce over to those different tabs. Now I'm going to use tab as an example here when I record this. I am also going to bring in my hook because I want that additional messaging in here. So I'm going to hit record off to the right, start recording, choose my tab. You can see it right there. Click share. And as soon as I click share, I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, this is Rob. I wanted to reach out to you, Ruben, because I saw that you were in technology and I wanted to send you this quick video. So notice after I did my animated GIF, I popped to full screen because I want to talk to him directly. Going to full screen with these recordings is pretty awesome, especially when it breaks the visuals, you're talking directly to someone. So if you want to do that, just hover your mouse over the bubble, double click it, brings you here, deliver your message, double click it to go back. You also can move around, you can scroll, you can be very free flowing with this. You can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom, stop the recording, get yourself set up where you want to be, and then click resume. If you want to use the annotations off to the left, go ahead and use those arrows. You can put things in numerical order of importance. You can write some text on the screen. You can draw on the screen. You can do circles, all kinds of ways to point things out that are very important. So if you're looking to reach out on LinkedIn, very original way to do this. If you're looking to use anything within your browser, whatever industry you're in, and walk someone through it visually, this is a great way to do it quickly and effectively. So I'm going to select the check mark below. And again, this check mark, like it did before, will save this video into the Dubb platform, into the video edit page. Now, if we want to share this video with Ruben, how would we share it with him over here on LinkedIn? Well, you want to be a connection first. So I want to send him a quick little connector message. Most people connect on LinkedIn. Once we're connected, then I'm going to select the message button down the bottom. Once I select this here, it's going to give me the ability to send Ruben a video with that nice animated preview. Now, with LinkedIn, we have an integration with LinkedIn. So you know how you saw the shortcut with Gmail, how they had the little Dubb button down the bottom? We have the same thing there. So you notice the Dubb button's there. When you select that Dubb button, it's going to open up the Chrome extension like we did with Gmail. You can scroll through your video library down to the bottom right, like I'm doing right now. Find the video. There it is. Click insert. And then you can highlight this text and drop in that nice hook we talked about. Then click send, and then they'll see that nice animated preview within the inbox. Now, the last screen recorder we're going to talk about is the Dubb Chrome, not the Chrome extension, the desktop app. So Chrome extension that we just saw, browser-based, the Dubb desktop app is not browser-based. It can go on top of anything. Browsers, videos, Canvas slides, documents, whatever you want. So what you want to do is Google the Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC, and then the little Dubb symbol that you see here will either be at the top or the bottom, and you'll see the functionality right here. You also can click View Quick Menu, and it pops up right here. Desktop app does a lot of stuff, but let's look at screen recording so we can compare the one that we just saw from Chrome to desktop. So when you click this here, first off, the bubble. The bubble right here, the webcam, all the same functionality we just did with the Chrome. The annotation tool does all the same annotations. The teleprompter is similar to the Chrome because you can move it around the screen like we did before, but it is different once you select your script here. The reason it's different is because when you first looked over here to the left on the screen, you're going to see auto track. Auto track means voice recognition. If I was to hit record right now and I start reading that script, it's going to go at my pace. Now, if I don't want to use voice recognition, I like having a scroll speed like the other ones that you saw. All you have to do is click that button, it shuts it off, and now you can control the speed up or down. And that's just what we did with the other ones. You can back the text off or you can zoom it in. So it really gives you a choice with the desktop app. Auto scroll, control the scroll, or auto track and use voice recognition. The last part of the desktop app here is the recording of things, the borders of what we're recording. Notice there's a red slash in the little red square down here at the bottom. That red slash means if I hit record right now, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash just by clicking it, Now I have a drop-down menu in terms of the borders of what I can record. I have choices. Right now it's on landscape, which is the proper orientation from YouTube. So I can put this on top of anything I want to put it on top of. Now, whatever's within the blue lines, that's going to be part of the recording. I also can change it to portrait, which is for like social media, vertical format. I can just put it on top of anything I want as long as it's in this format. And now I'm doing a social media video in the right format right from my desktop, which is pretty neat. You also have custom down here. See the one that says custom at the top? When you click custom, now I can crop around anything I want to crop around, which is pretty cool. You can get very specific in terms of what you want to show. The last part is the recording itself. So I'm going to hit the red record button down at the bottom right here. And now I am recording. I can pause and resume this recording just like the other examples that you saw. The major difference here is the check mark. So previous examples, webcam and Chrome, when you hit the check mark, it saved it into Dubb. That doesn't happen with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it's going to open up a preview window, and I have just recorded a clip. So the desktop app records in clips. So what we're going to do is we're going to record a couple clips, merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into Dubb. The advantage to clip recording is you can drag and drop videos from your computer that are in the MP4 file format and drop them right in here. Make them part of the story. Now, what I've recorded here was a screen recording clip. So how do I continue recording now? I have one clip. How do I keep going? So down on the bottom left, we have three creative choices with icons to the bottom left. The first one to the bottom left says record screen video. That's what I just did. So I'm going to select that icon. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. I could have swapped out the background behind me for a different tab or site or dock or whatever. I'm going to click record now, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now all I'm doing is just recording another clip in the exact same style of the first one. Hit the check mark. There is my second clip. I got two clips right there. And I can change the orders of these clips. I can grab one and change it from first to second. So I can move these around in any order that I want. So you get a lot of freedom here creatively. You also can tap the three-dot menu of each clip and download or delete each one if you want to. The next icon to the bottom left is your webcam icon. So when I select that one, now it's going to open up my webcam. I hit record, and now I'm recording something that is very different visually than the two previous examples. Hit the check mark, and then there's that example. The last choice down at the bottom left is what's called the Dubb narrator option. Dubb narrator gives you the ability to take a video you've already recorded. It's sitting in your video library inside of Dubb. Take that pre-recorded video, pull up a document, site, whatever you want, and then put that video inside of a bubble, put it on top of anything that's in front of you, and then just hit record, and the pre-recorded version of you is going to do all the work. So you can sit in front of your webcam, deliver a video, record it, save it, pull up a doc or site, and then click the narrator icon down here at the bottom. It'll take you inside your video library, find that video, there it is, line it up on your background, hit record, and now the pre-recorded version. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. It's going to do all the talking. And all I have to do is just relax and scroll and point things out. So it's a really neat option to have. Now, when you're ready to merge all these clips together into that one video that we talked about and save it into Dubb, you have two options down to the bottom right. First option is upload. When you select upload, it's going to merge everything together, save it. If you select edit to the bottom right, it's going to merge the clips together, but it's going to say, hold on, before you save it into Dubb, do you want to edit this video right here inside the app? Which you can. This editor right here is just like the one I showed you inside of Dubb earlier. You also can download the MP4 over here to the right, and then you can click the upload button, and that's going to save it into the Dubb platform, and you'll be right inside the video edit page like I showed you before. Now, the last way to record is going to be with the Dubb mobile app that we talked about in the beginning. Now, the mobile app is also a clip recorder. So just like the desktop app like that, but it does have different functionality. So I'm going to share my screen here and I'm going to show you how to record with the mobile app. Now, make sure you get the mobile app, WBB-APP, Dubb app. And when you have it, this is going to be the home area of the mobile app right in here. We can see our video library right here in the middle. And to record, we're going to tap that blue camera icon right at the bottom. And when we do that, it's going to open up our camera. Now, when you are first using the app, this will be defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. So just pay attention to that. You can put it on other specific times if you want to. I always slide mine over to 10. You can't go beyond 10 minutes on the mobile app. And every time you open the app, that will stay sticky at 10 minutes unless you change it. To record, you can hold the button at the bottom and release, or you can tap it. I'm going to tap it, and now I'm recording. Each clip it has to be at least 2 seconds. There's a timer here. There's a timer here. If I want to pause and resume this recording, I can tap the pause button right over there left. Stops the recording. Click it again. Resumes. To end the recording, tap the circle again. And there is going to be the where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Took a little bit. All right, there's a clip right there that I recorded. Now I'm going to hit record one more time just so we have a couple clips in here. There's the second clip. And I can move these around just like I did with the desktop app. I can change the order. Take your finger, hold one, slide it. That's all you have to do to move it around. And if you tap a clip, you have the ability to delete. You can remove the audio, you can rotate it, you can trim it. But if I select edit, one more time, this is where I can do some stuff here. So you see the icons off to the right. I can select the music icon. We have a whole bunch of royalty-free music you can add in here. Just make sure you adjust the levels at the bottom so it doesn't overwhelm your voice. You also click the scissor icon. So if you want to do some basic trimming in here, you can do some basic trimming. If you want to add that hook that we talked about in the beginning, hit the text icon to the right. I'm just so we have right in here. Clips in here. And this is where you're going to type it, just like this. Type your hook, update, and then at the bottom you can change the color, the font, the size, whatever you want, and then place it wherever you'd like to place it. You also have a voiceover option. So there's a microphone icon to the right. Click that there. Just make sure you adjust the original audio on the added one. You might want to have your voiceover over maybe something in the background, or you just want to get rid of the original audio completely and just use the VO. You have the ability to do that right here. If you want to speed up the action of a clip, maybe you have an action shot of you doing something, you can speed it all the way up to 10x. And if you want to burn in the subtitles, you can burn those in here, or you can burn them in at the end with a little icon down at the bottom right. These icons over here, what are their functionality? To find out, click the tooltip at the top, and it will give you their functionality. Now, I always have a countdown timer on. It's right here. If you select that, you can do 3 or 10. 3 seconds kind of perfect. It matches everywhere else in Dubb 3, 2, 1, and you're ready to record. If you want to use video stabilization, this little button right here, if maybe things are a little too shaky and you want to smooth it out, just select this little button here, low, medium, or high, and then it will adjust it. If you want to use the teleprompter, I think this is one of our best ones. This one right here. If you select the teleprompter button here, it's going to open up. We're going to choose our script. Let me choose a better one that's more, let me find one here. Maybe this one. Okay. All right, so first of all, you can adjust the script. See me moving it up and down? This is cool because if your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be by the camera and they're wandering down here, don't leave the script down here, move it up here and force your eyes to go up towards the top. You also can increase the speed right in here. So if the words are coming too slow, you are going to be looking for them because they're too slow. So make sure you adjust it up towards the camera and adjust the speed so it feels right for you. Now you can hit the play button here just like you could before to test that speed, to see if you like it. And then if you want to edit the script, pencil icon right here to edit it on the fly. If you were doing a landscape video, just physically turn your phone and the script will adjust right over here to the right. Now, if you want to use voice recognition, you don't want to use the scroll speed, you want to use voice recognition, click this little gear icon here, and then you'll choose auto track. And now when I read this script, it's going to highlight the words like this. I'm going to hit record and it'll be like this. Are you in sales and you just spent the entire day not selling because you've been stuck doing admin tasks? So see how it highlights the words as I move? So you have that option, either auto track or auto scroll. And to close the teleprompter, all you have to do is tap the X to the top right, and that will close it for you. If you have recorded a video outside of the Dubb mobile app and you have it on your phone, but you feel like that clip would be great down here, just select the folder button here, takes you to your photo video area, find that video clip, says, hey, do you want to add clip? Yes, drop it right in. If you want to record physically what's on your screen, it's this little button right here to record your screen. If you want to use filters, this button right here. So this is where you can kind of scroll through and see what kind of effects you like, in terms of what the effects are. I always think this is kind of a fun one right here. Where is it? This one right here. So just kind of scroll through here and see what you want to use. And then this button right here, this is picture in picture. This is the one I talked about in the beginning. This has been very popular with Dubb folks. So uses both cameras on the phone. You can move yourself around, make yourself bigger when you want to narrate what's happening, make yourself smaller, move, zoom in. You can do all those kinds of actions. And then bottom left, down at the bottom right here, that's your virtual background. So any screenshots you take on the phone, select that right there, and it'll drop the virtual background behind you, and you're able to add that. Now, when you're ready to merge all these clips together into that one video, all you have to do is hit that blue button to the top right. It's going to merge all of our clips together, just like the desktop app did. And then on our phone in our photo video area, we're going to have this completed video sitting right there in our video library. And then we have the ability right now to click the blue upload button, and that will save it into the Dubb platform. That way you'll have access to it on your mobile app and on your desktop. Okay, so within the Dubb mobile app as well, you also have some sending ability. So here's my video library in here. Let's say I want to send this video to someone. Just select the video. There is a blue share video button right in the middle. Click copy for email. You can see it's copied to my clipboard, paste. Click copy for SMS, copy to the clipboard, paste. I also can select the icons to the top right. The block icon is for email. The paper airplay icon is for SMS. And if you have an iPhone, you have the iMessage extension, little plus button inside of text messaging, and the little Dubb symbol will pop up, and you have access to your video library. Now, as far as your CRM goes, let's say you got your HubSpot, you got your Salesforce, you have your Go High Level. Maybe these are either CRMs that you have to use because you work for a company, or maybe you already have it because you love those CRMs and you want to just keep them. Maybe you want to add video. We have a whole list of companies in terms of CRMs and third-party centers like MailChimp, Constant Contact, and all the other ones you see in this list right here. So if you do have a platform that you're using that you like and you have all your workflows in there and you just want to add video, you absolutely can do that. We have a huge list of the integrations. Now, if you want to use Dubb for your CRM, you absolutely can do that. You can come right in here under CRM. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks. You can do deals. You can do tags. You can do bulk sending with email and SMS. You can do automation with our Pro Plus plan. You can do workflows, drip sequences with that. When you sign up for Dubb, I think we have a 13 email sequence that happens, but all that can happen in the background as you're doing other stuff. That's a big thing. That's automation. And again, that's part of our Pro Plus plan. Now, I mentioned in the beginning auto when we were talking about the hooks. Remember for, hey, you need your 3 to 5 word hook? Auto right here, our AI guide, can help you in not only strategy stuff, but can also help you in Dubb related issues as well. So if you have questions with Auto, like, hey, Auto, how do I use the Chrome extension again? Or how do I upload a video? It can give you all that information right there. You also can come down here in the little bubble down here to the bottom left. This is where you can speak to the AI or you can speak to someone on our team, a human being. And you can also do keyword searches in here for what you're looking for. It'll typically bring you up an article and a video and some screenshots as well, and a blog typically as well. Over here to the right, this is what I mentioned in the beginning. This is Sophia. If you dial this number right here, this is our AI assistant slash coach. She can answer technical questions. She can talk strategy. Just give this a call 24/7 and let us know how your combo goes. And then also there's another link right here for training. So when you click this little button here, this will bring you to our Dubb Academy. And this is an entire library of learning that we have with videos in here, all labeled on how to use the platform. Also, if you're over here on YouTube, we mentioned Dubb support before. Click in here under videos, and we have a ton of videos in here. All of the live trainings go and live here after, but we also have other videos related to other topics that we do, other founder coaching that we do, all kinds of stuff within the platform. Now, if you did want founder coaching, this is right over here, founder coaching. This little link right here, this is Ruben and Darius's coaching that they do every week, every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. PST. If you are part of Pro Plus, you get access to this. They have their whole curriculum, their own library. There is a open mic, says register for open mic. That's a nice little form you can fill out where you can talk about your business in and out of the platform, and they will give you advice related to that. Now, lastly, in terms of writing copy, okay, you want to write scripts, you want to write newsletter copy, whatever it is. If you go right over here to Auto, right here, the AI guide, we have a very specific little function over to the right, this little user icon over here. Notice how it says basic and sales. Well, you know how we talked at the beginning of the training today, how we want separate preset landing pages for different parts of our audience? Same thing here. If I was in real estate as an example, a simple split of buyers and sellers, I want to have a buyer profile, seller profile. So when I click create profile, I'm just answering questions about this part of my audience. I choose a preferred tone of communication. I can even choose the little have method down here, which is a writing structure to your content. If you want that, it gives you a nice backbone to it. Open with a hook, address the needs, provide value, extend in a compelling call to action, click save. And now anytime I want to write copy, I'm like, you know what? I want to send something out to my sellers. Boom, I'm going to select my seller profile. That's selected. The AI will remember everything about your audience. Then you type in here, hey, Auto, write me a newsletter about blah, blah, blah. And then it will write it. It will ask you, do you want to save this into Dubb? Yes. And then we'll take you inside of Dubb, you save the script, and then you can load it into a teleprompter. So it's a nice little workflow to get into. Write it with the proper audience information, save it into Dubb, load it into a teleprompter, hit record. Now, lastly, if you're loving Dubb or you end up loving Dubb and you want to share it, we have a refer and earn partner program right over here to the right. So when you click apply now, it's going to create a referral link for you to share. Now, that referral link is going to get you a 30% recurring commission. So if you guys had your referral link and you handed it over to me and I clicked on it and I subscribed, that's going to be a 30% commission for you. And if I love Dubb and I created my own link after that and I shared it with someone and they subscribed through my link, you get another 10%. So it's a simple 30 and 10. We're really supportive of our partners. Invite them in here to the training, share that referral link with them, but then tell them to come in here at dubb.com/T. We're in here 5 days a week and let them come in and experience it. If you know, like if you're in a company and you have like a Tech Tuesdays or Tech Thursdays once a month or something, and you want us to come in, let me know. I can always come in and pitch for you. If you're currently paying for Dubb, whether you're on Pro or Pro Plus, and you want to get a free account, all you need to refer and get paid is like, 4 or 5 different folks, 30%, you'll have a free account. So just, get them all together, invite them in here. Think, do you have 4 or 5 professional contacts that could really benefit to using something like this? So it's really effective. Okay, so let me pop over here. Let me just check something really quick in our Q&A. Okay, I don't see anything in there. Any questions on Dubb before we kind of move our way over to Dubb AI at all? Hank, I know you and I kind of chatted at the top. Is anything on your mind in terms of what you saw?
All good information, a little overwhelming for a newbie here, but I'm going to, I do have to hop off, but I'll be back. And then I have my call with Darius here in a few hours. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. And yeah, I'll be back, but I have to just kind of digest all this
Yeah,
right now.
just
Thank
isolate
you.
it like this. Isolate it use case and then the tech that does it. And that's really a way to do it. Like if you were reaching out on LinkedIn, hey, all I need to know is the Chrome extension. You know what I mean? And there's that little simple screen recorder. So it's really just what do you want to do? And then the tech that does it. That kind of takes away, because Dubb does so much stuff. And I would just start with those specific use cases. And if you want to send me an example, Hank, you can email it to feedback@Dubb if you want. So when you're trying this out, I just dropped it in the chat.
Yep.
Just try it. Those simple videos work the best.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good. Thank you, Rob. Have a great day, and I'll see you again.
sounds great. See you,
All
Hank.
right. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.
Cool. All right, everybody. So let's pop over to Dubb AI. So Dubb AI is a refresher. It is a little AI assistant that the team has built. Dubb AI lives inside of Slack. So if you don't have Slack, you want to get that, you can just use the free trial on Slack. It works perfectly within there. Slack is a little vehicle that Dubb AI lives in to be able to kind of move those things along. The key to this is this. Here would be the steps. So if I was going to show you how to get this, here's where you want to go. So let me share my screen here and let me show you what this looks like. Okay, so first off, you want to go to dubb.com/AI. And on this little page here, it's going to describe to you what Dubb AI is, right? It's your AI sales agent ready to actually do things. Now, the big difference between Dubb AI and just regular AI, whether it's chat or Claude or whatever it is that a lot of the AIs will give you the proper information about what to do. They can, they can write the copy, they can look things up for you, can strategize, all that's great. But the big difference having Dubb AI is Dubb AI is able to actually do the tasks for you. So whether it's daily, whether it's once a week, whatever it is, whether it's sending emails, all kinds of stuff that I'm going to show in a second, it actually does the doing part. And it's only as smart as you make it. And we'll explain that in a second. But first off, first step you want to have, because you don't want to spend like the big thing is if you're doing a lot of admin tasks throughout the day and you don't have enough time to sell, or it's just kind of, you almost feel like most of your day is admin stuff and you're not doing a lot of selling, then let Dubb AI handle that for you. And then it gives you more time to do that. That's like the big thing too, is the time of it. So to get Dubb AI and to use it, first of all, you want to either connect Slack. If you already have Slack, just connect it. Or if you don't have Slack, click Get Slack. It'll take you to Slack, sign up, and then come back here and click Connect. So you either have one path where you already have it and connect it, another path where you don't have it, go get it, and then come back and click connect. Now, once you're connected, then you're going to have the ability to do this. Let me just show you this right here. Let me make sure I have the right one pulled up. Let me show you. Okay, so once you connect it to Slack, it's going to show you it. Hey, there's Dubb AI. There it is, right here inside of Slack. Now, it will be under the app section at the bottom in Slack, right down there. So you'll see it there. So just come in here and say hello. Say, hey, Dubb AI. And then it will introduce itself and talk a little bit about what it can do right here. Now, typically what we do is like if you're a solopreneur, it's just yourself. Maybe it's just you, you don't have anyone else on your team. The cool thing about Slack is you can set up different channels for different efforts. So as we can see right here, we have our demo one set up here. One is CRM, one is email, one is lead gen, one is market, one is milestones. So think about it in that regard. If I was like, okay, I want a channel for my prospecting. I want a channel for my demos. I want a channel for my follow-ups. I want a channel for my CRM. It's a nice way to just kind of organize yourself. Now, if you are in a team, right, and there's team members, then you're probably familiar with Slack because you use that or Microsoft Teams, you're familiar with the team aspect. But all you need is a free trial here on Slack, and then you can do some stuff. Now, once you say hello to Dubb AI in here, Dubb AI is smart, but we want to make it smarter. And the only way to make Dubb AI smarter is to give it the proper integrations. So Dubb AI has over 3,000 integrations. So what you need to do now is you need to go to ai.dubb.com, and then I'm in the dashboard here, and you just need to sign up. So we give you 10,000 free credits, and it's 50,000 credits a month after that, $50 a month, and then you kind of move along from there. But you want to hook up your integrations first because we got to educate Dubb AI. So you're going to click integrations, and these are the simple ones that we have connected. Gmail, HubSpot, Google Sheets, Calendar, Hootsuite for our social stuff, our Google Drive. But all you have to do is click in here and just type what you want to use. Is it Go High Level? Is it Chime? Is it Constant Contact? All the stuff we talked about before. Connect it, and then connect Dubb. You definitely want to connect Dubb. Make sure you put Dubb in and connect Dubb. So you're connecting all these integrations so it can be properly educated. And then once you do, then you're able to use it. Now, in terms of using it, this is what this would look like. So if I came inside here, I'm like, okay, Dubb AI, let's talk about lead gen. All right, let me jump in here. And let me ask Dubb AI, provide right here. See this question right here? Hey, Dubb AI, provide a list of my hottest leads from my CRM based on activity. And then Dubb AI will come in here because it has access to your CRM, right? It comes right in here and says, okay, great. Look, I cross-reference your HubSpot CRM and Dubb engagement tracking, and boom, here we go. And it lists them right in here, from hottest to kind of warmest in here. And then at the end, it'll say, hey, do you want me to do these actions for you? Do you want me to draft and send personalized emails? That's awesome. Do you want to create contact records? So it'll always have these next steps where it wants to do something related to what you just asked it. Okay. So that's lead generation here, your top prospects. You also within your CRM can do this. I can come in here and say, hey, check my HubSpot CRM and allow me a list of my hot leads. So you can do hot leads, prospects and leads. Again, it'll give you this list with names and emails and actions that you can take. All of this would take hours if somebody was going to do this. And it does it really quick and has it listed right here. And you can set this as a daily task to have this done ready to go for you. Now, in terms of email, this is pretty awesome. Hey, Dubb AI, can you check my emails and tell me of any missed sales opportunities? Because sometimes, you miss them, right? And organize your emails, get in there and check it out. So what Dubb AI will do is it'll come in here and say, yeah, you missed a bunch in here. Look, we got an urgent one right here. We got someone requesting a demo. So there's all this stuff that you can look up in here that it will find, and then you can take action off of it, which is really, really efficient. And if you want to send someone an email, say, hey, Dubb AI, I want to send an email out to all these contacts, right? And I want this messaging. It can do that as well. So the key thing is like if I say in here, I'll just as an example, I'm going to do email. We'll just pop it in here. Here we go. Hey, Dubb AI, send Rob an email explaining, if I can spell today, explaining Dubb. Make sure I spelled Dubb right. There we go. And then boom, I hit send, and then it's gonna get it ready to go. Now, Dubb AI, it's working when you see the little cartoon eyeballs right here. That means it's like, okay, if you don't see those, means something isn't hooked up right because you want to see those first. It's going to recognize what you're doing, and then it's going to switch over to the Dubb AI icon when it's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Now, then when it gives me the answer, it's going to say, hey, okay, I'm preparing this, I'm ready to go, and then it'll actually be the sending part. Now, as far as the billing with Dubb AI, just so you have an idea on this, we do 10,000 for the free, the free period, 10,000 AI credits, and then we do 50,000 for $50 a month. It really depends on what you're doing for actions. The best way to test it is when you're doing an action, if you tell Dubb AI to do something, just pop back over and see what credits are being used. That's kind of the way you'll kind of have an idea of what this will cost in terms of when you're using it, whether it's daily, every other day, whatever you decide. Because when you do this, you're able to pop over here when you're in your Dubb AI dashboard and you go over here to billing, you can pop right in here and you can come down the bottom and say, oh, let me check this out. Wow, okay. It used this many credits, and you can check right over here in terms of the action. So you do the action, you pop in here and you check it out. And then it enables you to really have an understanding of what's happening in terms of how you're using it and what it's cost. Okay, so we got a reply down here. We said send Rob an email. Let's see what it said. So let me first check WI features, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the email has been sent to, see right here, and it covers this right here. So it's been sent. So it's updating and educating me on what is happening. So let me pop over to my email and let's check my good old email in here. And let's see. Okay. Okay. Bum, ba, bum. Okay. Let's check this out right here. Ready? Here we go. It's not every day you get an email from Wile E. Coyote. All right. Here we go. Let me share my screen. There it is right here. Wiley sent me that email. There it is. Wiley Coyote to right over to me. And then it gives a nice little breakdown right in here, like we asked for. So that's a big thing. It talks about it does the crafting and it does the sending, which is really neat about WAI. So that's like the big advantage to having this. Gives you the time back and it actually enables you to do what you need to do. So let me pop this into the chat right here. I'm going to give you this right here. Let me do this. Here we go. I'm going to put this in the chat to everybody. Okay, so if you select that link there, you're able to sign up in there and do your thing. You're able to either get Slack if you don't have it. Well, actually, you know what? That's the dashboard one. Sorry, let me send you this one. I sent you the wrong one. That's the sign up for Dubb AI. This is the one you want to start. So the most current link that I put in there, dubb.com/AI, that's where you start there. You either connect it to Slack or get Slack. And that's really what you want to do. So. And that's kind of the little presentation on that. That's kind of what this looks like. So if you want to test it out, jump in there and test it out. It's 10,000 free credits. Get in there, start doing some stuff. Connect your CRM, connect your email, connect your calendar. Just go in there in the integrations part and just start connecting what you want to connect, what you're really using. And that's really the whole point of doing this. So anybody have any questions on that right there from what they just saw? Anybody? Amy, any questions from you? I wasn't sure if you got a chance to see this yesterday, but good to have you back in the training. If you want to unmute Amy, you can and say hello if you want to. If not, hi, Amy.
Yeah, no, sorry. I wanted to pop in because I was thinking the time right now goes into the was it an assistant or something like that? You guys had a second part and it was going to be after your training.
Yes, that's just what I just covered right now. Did you get a chance
Oh,
to see any of
great.
that? Did you
Crap,
see
I
that?
was too late. I did see the very end of it there,
Yeah,
and I
let me
did
show
click on
you.
the link.
Yeah, so this is basically this is the flow of it. I'll show you the quick flow right here. This is what you want to
Sorry,
do.
yes.
So can you see my screen right here?
I can.
Yeah, so that's the link that's in there. So you want to either do you have Slack or do you not have Slack?
I do. I was just kind of looking at what it said, sign into your workspace. Yeah.
Yep, yep. And then you connect it there. And then once you're in there, you basically want to interact with it. So down here at
Okay.
the bottom, you'll have it in apps. So you'll see it here and say, hey, what's up, Deb AI? Just say hello, hello. It'll give you its message, its welcome message here. But then once you
Okay.
have it, you want to educate it. So that's where you want
Okay.
to go to the second link, which is this one, ai.dubb.com. See that right there?
Yep.
And then you'll sign up. It'll make you sign up, right? You get in there, you get, I think it's
Okay.
10,000 free credits. And then when you're in here, click integrations. This is where you're going to want to connect things. This is what we have connected right here. So just go through here. There's like there's like 3,000. So just click in here to the stuff you use. Like what do you use for a CRM? Do you have one?
Um, I have quite a few things. You mean like group me or
Yeah, search for it
um
in here and
yeah.
it'll come up if
Okay.
we have the integration. And then when you do, just click connect. And
Okay.
then, because you basically have to make it smart and it has to be able to access the things that you're talking about. Because when you do want it to do stuff, like we talked about sending emails, well, to send emails, it's got to be able to access, your email and be able to go
Yeah.
through that. Same thing with the CRM, same thing with lead gen within your CRM. If it's not within your CRM, like you say, hey, give me a local list of blah, blah, blah prospects. It'll still give you that, online. It'll pull it up, and it'll siphon it out for you. So it pretty much is the job of pretty much educating it, connecting it, and then having
Okay.
it take those actions, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. Perfect.
What's your industry again, Amy? What do you do?
Run an agency for life insurance, so hiring
Oh.
agents, training them, and then also selling.
So what you could do is, hiring the agents, so you're sending stuff out there to bring them in. Yeah, we talked about the other day. So you'd have the separate preset landing pages, one for the insurance clients, one for the lead gen for the agents.
Yes.
What you could do with that is, um, when you get the new agents, how do you get them? Do you do social media? Do you have email lists of agents? How do you
That
kind of?
was the meeting before this one. I had the option to learn social media. It's $9,000 up front, and then they work through Facebook,
Mhm.
um, basically. And then there's some other different ones. But as of right now,
Yeah.
I am a part of what you call a co-op. So they're
Mhm.
paying for ad generation through LinkedIn,
Yeah.
ZipRecruiter, things like that.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, because once it has access to that and the integrations are good, then you can just say Dub AI, give me that best list of agents that kind of fits the ones you want to recruit, you know? And then it'll
Okay.
give you that, and then you're able to load them right in and then just start sending, and send the stuff you want. Just, make sure the copy's the way you want it. Dub AI will do what it tell you to do in terms of, hey, Dub AI, I want to see the copy first. Let me approve it. You see it and you approve it and then it sends it off to whoever you want to send it off to.
Perfect. I guess one more question.
Yeah.
When I go, because I haven't signed up for Dubb yet, right? So I've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
here, I'm learning about it, all that good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Did I hear that someone will actually work with me as I go through the sign up process, or was this something I need to sign up for and then request?
Yeah. So what'll happen is you either go Pro or Pro Plus with Dub.
Uh, I,
Yeah.
Good question. I think I need the Pro Plus, but I saw the big price jump in that. So,
Yeah. Well, I do this. This is what I recommend for this. So if
mhm.
you're going to go Pro Plus, all you have to do is email support and send them the word upgrade, and they will give
Okay,
you the best deal they can on Pro Plus
okay,
because there is a
okay,
difference between the two. The major difference between the two is the automations, because a lot of
mhm,
times people that don't go with Pro Plus typically have like if they have a go high level and they have automations already, they're good with that. But the people that
mhm.
usually go with Pro Plus is they want automations, but they don't have it through something else. They want that drip sequencing, and they
Okay,
also want the additional coaching, which is once a week
okay,
with Ruben and Darius. They have their own curriculum. It's every Tuesday. It's really good. And then you get the extra attention with Pro Plus, more meetings when you can. It's more hands-on with that. With Pro, we're here every day. If something's not working on your end, tech-wise or something, you got to meet with somebody, great. You can meet with somebody. I like strategy stuff, so I'm always floating around doing stuff. So like, hey, Rob, you want to meet for a strategy session? I'm always around. Well, I'm always
okay,
doing something, but I'm around. But I
okay.
would say that's the decision you want to make. Pro or Pro Plus, and then just click email support and put upgrade, and we'll give you the best deal we can.
And then the automation system like dripping, I have a lot of like Calendly and then the a lot of like the texting recruits that are already interviewed or hasn't showed up to interview, they already get dripped on
Yep.
through those other systems. But you're saying I would just connect this one, or this would be an additional drip.
Well, it really depends how you want to access it. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
with Pro Plus, that would all be run through Dubb. You can run it all through Dubb.
Okay.
I mean, the SMS is a separate thing. That's Twilio is usually what we recommend. But if you
Okay.
already have things set up for that, if you have automations, if you have the tech that already does that, then you could just go Pro and you'd be okay. You know what I mean? Because you already have it in there. You're just
Okay.
going to drop videos in and drop whatever you want. As far as Dubb AI is concerned, that's just making the integration connections so it can access those things.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
WI is like your little assistant that does all the stuff that you don't want to do. Pretty
I
much.
like it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I would start with step one. Like when you're ready to go, email support, click upgrade, get in there. And when you get on a paid plan, they'll meet you in Zoom and help you set everything up. It's called the optimization meeting. So they'll help you set up the pages, the logos, all the stuff you need.
Yeah, I clicked on upgrade and
Mhm.
then it takes me to like the billing page.
E-
So,
email support though, support at
oh,
dubb.com.
email support.
Email them.
Okay.
Yeah, that way they'll give you the best deal we got.
I got you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. And then if you have any questions, Amy, just use the intercom system inside of the Dubb dashboard. Hey, you can always call Sophia. She's our AI agent available 24/7. But yeah, but it
Okay.
depends on what you want to do. We added that about a month ago, so it's been interesting using that. So yeah,
Perfect. Thank you.
cool. You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions in terms of Dubb AI, kind of what we were just talking about now? Anything on anybody's mind from kind of what we were mentioning? Aldo, I saw you popped in here. Hey, Aldo, how are you? If you want to say hello, you can. Hi.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. Any questions on Dubb AI that you just saw right there?
Actually, I was just going through and integrating it into my Slack channel, so I'll work through it and come up with some intelligent questions.
Sweet. Yeah, just make sure you educate. Educate Dubb AI. It has the basic, open AI kind of knowledge and stuff, but you want to make
Right.
sure you have those little connections so it's able to do the stuff.
Yeah, I worked with Microsoft, so I just connected it to Teams, so that
Oh,
would
nice.
be
Cool.
helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't put that on our advertising yet just because we are going to do that. But Slack has been the one we focused on there, but it will be Microsoft Teams as well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
Cool. Well,
good.
hey,
Thank you.
send it, test it. Let us know because we really, as we're working through this, it's like we're all kind of learning about these different things that are changing so much. I mean, everything's moving at the speed of light. So, let us know how it goes. We love the feedback. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate it.
yeah, of course. And then, anything from anybody else? Rexford, I know you were in here the other day. I think you chatted with Ruben the other day. How are you, Rexford? I think you're in finance, right? I believe.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, welcome back. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Have you kind of played with it at all? Where are you kind of at with
I have
the?
not played with the AI. I had a time set aside with Ruben, who said
Yeah.
he was going to help me with some integration things, so I jumped on.
Okay, cool. Let's see. I am not sure if he's supposed to be in here today, but what are your
Okay.
integrations though? What are you trying to hook up? Like, what are the what
Well,
are you?
he and I were talking, what, a couple of days ago,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
about automations and AI integration and all of that. And I can tell you, that's the 21st century, and I'm in the 20th century. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'd like to figure out how I can upload contacts that come in. I
Yep.
have them in Excel spreadsheets, how I can drag those into Dubb.
Yeah, what you can do there is you can do this. Let me just share my screen. I'll show you this right here. You can do, let me see, I'll show
And
you.
then integrate with Monday, which is what Ruben said he would help me with.
Yeah, let me message. Let me see. He might just have this. I can walk you through what it looks like, Rexford. And then what
Okay.
we can do is I'll message him right now and see if he can come in here. If not, then I'll give you his calendar link to book. That way it'll
Okay,
be a
that's
separate
fine.
time. Yeah, so
Yeah,
let me
that's
just
fine.
let me just see if he can pop in here. I know they have the additional train. Let me see. Give me 1 second.
Also, will you put that support email in the chat so I can make sure I'm getting that right when I
Yeah, of
send them
course.
an email?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's an important one. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Hey, speaking of Slack, I'm using Slack right now. Giving Slack a lot of love here. Here we go. All right, here we go. I just messaged him and let me put into the chat the proper, here we go, support at Dubb. Okay, support at Dubb. So it's in there. Let's see. It should
Got
be in
it.
the
Thank
chat.
you.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Amy. And then Rexford, so I just messaged him. If we can't, I've got a meeting at the top of the hour at 11:30, but if we can't, I'm gonna pop his booking link in here for you, Rexford, so you have it. This is his link.
All
Is
right.
dubb.com/book Ruben. And that'll be direct. So if he doesn't get a chance to pop in here, you can just book a time with him there. Does that work for you?
It does. Yeah.
Okay. So let me just show you just in general. Like if you were on regular Dubb, you pop in here and this is what you want to do. So let me go here and I'll share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Okay. So to get your leads into Dubb, see where it says CRM over here to the left, right here?
Hmm.
Just click here and see where it says contacts right here.
Hmm.
Select there. This is a little tutorial video about how to upload them in here. What
Yep.
you basically need is you have to turn it into a CSV file. So if you come over here where it says new contact, see where it says import contacts right here. Click that
Okay.
there. And then this is where you'll choose the CSV file. Do you use like a chat GPT or anything like that, Rex, for
I
anything?
do.
Yeah, you could just say you could upload something, say convert it into a CSV file, and then it will convert it because it has to be this file type. And then you just, if you want to tag it, you can tag it, if it's leads for a certain thing. Because you can always choose like, do you have any kind of splits in your leads in terms of who they are, like the messaging?
Well, I have 600 contacts in Dubb now.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. All
I
right, cool.
haven't done anything with them because I
Okay.
don't know enough.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I have 20 new leads from a presentation yesterday.
yep.
So I do want to bring those in.
Yep.
The leads all have, or most of them have, a tag called leads,
Yeah.
which is from Monday.
Yeah.
But these new ones that I come in, I really want to differentiate because they're they're not even leads yet, right? They're not prospects.
Yeah.
They're,
Yeah. It's
they're
true.
just attendees at this point. And so I want to say, webinar leads or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
No, that
assume
makes
in
sense.
this, I can go to the CRM and add a new tag.
You can. Yep. You
Okay.
can go in there and add a tag. You can add notes if you want to. And the great thing about when you connect Dubb to Dubb AI is that Dubb AI will be able to access all that information. So that's when you can go right into Dubb AI and say, hey, send a, send a, let's say it's a follow-up after a meeting. Send a follow-up email to the ones that are tagged inside of Dubb follow-up, and
Hmm.
then it will draft something for you because you can do it personally because it'll have the notes in there, right? So it'll be able to draft those emails and you can look at it inside WAI and say, yeah, looks good. And then it'll send it. So the thing with sending is like bulk sending, like if you're doing like big lists or something, right? Not right now, but I mean, if they were bigger, right? Sometimes from a cost perspective, it's better to use bulk sending inside of the Dubb platform, right inside there, as opposed to Dubb AI, just from using the credits. When you start using Dubb AI, you'll be able to see what actions are the best and how much the credits are. And that's really when you can kind of navigate the best, if that makes sense.
So I don't know, is Dub AI a separate subscription or is it part of Pro Plus?
No, it's separate. So what you would do is you'd
Okay.
pay $50 for 50,000 credits. And then after
Okay.
that, it goes in increments of 50. But the best thing to do is when we do tasks with Dub AI, we'll say, hey, Dub AI, like go through my email and tell me blah, blah, blah. We'll do that action. And then we'll go right here. I'll show you this right here. This is where you would go. You go here, because this is how you kind of learn about what it's telling you in terms of what it can do is this right here. Let me pull it. I'll share my screen here and you can see it. This one, let me just pull the right one up. When you have so many screens, you're like, what screen was I using? Okay, here we go. It's a whole, am I sharing the right screen? Here we go. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So let's say you just did an action. You're like, hey, WAI, do this thing, right? And it does this thing. Then you can come in here to billing, right over billing, right here,
Hmm.
and see where it's got the lines across. Look at Wiley, how much he's used. But you can come in here and do an action, and then you can see, oh, it used that many credits. You know what I mean? So you have an idea. So if you have like a daily task that Dub AI is doing, it'll give you an idea of the amount of credits that it's using. So that's really the best way to do it. Does that make sense?
Are the credits a total allotment or are they an annual allotment or what are they? What's the
So far,
50,000?
yeah, we do it a month. It's 50, well, it's 50,000, but it's $50 a month for the 50. So however long it goes, you know what I mean? If you burn through the 50, then you can add another increment of 50 on top of that. So it's $50 for every 50,000. But you gotta, the thing is, once you isolate your tasks and you know what they are, and you do one and you do them, you'll know what you're going to be spending because that's what you do.
But I have a video prepared if
Mm.
I'm going to contact these 20 new people
Yeah, if you
saying,
want to,
thanks for attending. That's my video. I'm
yeah,
going to ask Dub AI to send that video that I have a name on. I mean,
you can.
I'm not even to the running stage because I'm walking, right?
Yeah, well, the thing is, if you have the 20 folks, you can do it in a couple ways. You can have Dub AI do it, which you can just
Mhm.
access, because you connect to Dub. Dub AI can draft the thing. And now, as far as sending a video, this is the thing. At this exact time right now, at 11:20 a.m. PST, because things change, we're going to have the ability to send a Dub video. But as of right now, it's a little bit of a cheat code. that you'd have to do. We have a little bit of a workaround. So I say for right now, for the 20 that you want to send it to, I would
Mhm.
just use regular Dubb for
Mhm.
that. So what I would do is I would just come inside here. Let me show you this here. Just go here, regular Dubb. Okay.
Yeah.
You record your video, whatever style
Yeah.
you want with the whiteboard and stuff, you get it recorded. You can do one video for the 20 because you don't have to say their name if you want to. Like, what's the action that the 20 took? Did they all meet with you or something? Is it a follow-up? What did they do?
Thanks for attending.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, thanks for attending. That's an easy one. Hey, thanks for attending, blah, blah, blah. You can hold up the whiteboard, it says
Yeah.
thank you on it, or it says their next step. You record that. Then all you do is come in here under campaigns, see right here,
Mhm.
and see where it says email right here.
Okay.
And then this little video will walk you right through it and
All
how to
right.
do it step by step. Craft it, do it, send it, and then it will send. And that way it's all sent out. And that's right within Dubb. And then in
But
terms of Dubb
I had to first select the 20 new people that are
correct.
webinar leads.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I
And it'll
did
give you
that.
that. Yeah.
Did
It'll
I
give you
do
that
that
option.
from
Yeah.
campaigns or did I do that from the CRM?
Right in here.
Okay.
Campaigns, email, start it right here, create new campaigns. See what it says recipients?
Oh,
That's
there,
where you,
yeah.
yep, that's where you would choose the ones that you've tagged, the ones you want. You can find them right in there.
But where do I use the tag? The recipients is a list of people.
Yeah, yeah, you'll already have it tagged. So within here, when you go to contacts in
Mhm.
here, you'll be able to come through here,
I'll
choose the
watch.
one.
I'll watch. So,
Yeah. And it'll give you the ability to tag. You can come in here and choose the ones that you want, and then you create the tag, which is
okay.
right here. Yeah. It'll walk you through the tutorial, but once you have them separated, then it's just about choosing them, and that's all you have to do.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I know how to do that in a CRM. So,
Yeah. Yeah. And then just do that. For those 20, I would do that. And then for Dubb AI, I would just book that time with Ruben. I put his
hmm
link in there. Did you see the booking calendar link?
hmm yeah, I
Yeah.
have it.
Okay. Just book with him, and then he'll walk you through and set up that other specific stuff for you. But
Okay.
I think that's a good first step. You know what I mean? Think of Dubb AI as the little assistant that's going to help. But for these sendings, for the sending part, just use regular Dubb for now and then get going on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Cool.
without using Dubb AI, which I don't have yet. I have this spreadsheet with 20 in it. I know how to create a CSV file from my Excel.
Yep.
So I have that. How do I import that
That's right in
today?
here. That's where it'll give you the tutorial right here. So all you have to do is go dashboard. Let me share my screen right
Okay.
here.
You probably told me, but
No, it's okay. It's okay. Dashboard here.
yep,
CRM to the left,
yep,
click CRM. Contacts,
yep.
tutorial here. And it's
Okay.
basically come in here, import contacts.
Okay.
And then
I
show you
got
here.
it.
Yep. Yep.
It's just a file name. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
I can handle that, I think.
Sweet. Hey, listen, we're all learning right here. Everything's like it's being
We're all
created.
learners in different generations.
Yeah, no, it's
My
true.
children call me the lost generation.
Oh man, hey, you just say no. You're the found generation. Say that instead. We found
No,
everything.
I'm the lost generation, but I'm too stubborn to give up. So,
Oh my God. Hey, that's good though. That's good. Don't ever give up.
all right.
Cool. Rest great chatting with you, my friend. Just book
Thank
with
you.
Ruben and everybody else. I've got to jump out. We've got a meeting at 11:30, but thank you so much for coming in. This recording will be on YouTube support within a couple hours on YouTube, Dubb support. So
Okay,
thanks
thanks.
for coming, everybody. See ya.